magical feast. Just kidding. But not really, I'm excited. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Easy Eats. You're here with Steph.
And MJ.
Today we're going to be making blueberry cupcakes.
With cream cheese icing.
Yum.
That's so exciting.
Here's what you'll need. We're going to use two different trays. So we've got a small one and I've lined it with the reusable little liners. And for the big one, we've got to put the regular paper liners in there. So we've got 6 big ones and 12 little ones.
You'll need a juice from 1 lemon.
1 cup of milk. I don't want to lose like a drop.
And you'll need 2 eggs.
You're going to need 2½ teaspoons of baking powder.
1/4 cup of softened butter.
2 cups of all-purpose flour.
1½ cups of degranulated sugar.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. 1 cup of thawed blueberries. You can use frozen or fresh.
For the icing, you'll need 1 cup of cream.
1/3 cup of granulated sugar.
Last but not least, 1/2 cup of whipped cream cheese.
And some decorative silver beads. For some kitchen tools, you're going to need some whisks. I don't have an electric one. I really want to get one, and when I do, it'll make everything much easier. But I've got this old-fashioned gadget that I quite like, and then I got a regular whisk.
You'll need a bowl for mixing your batter and 1 for mixing the icing.
1 piping bag, and we've star tipped it. And just to make it easy for you to put the icing in the bag, we're going to go ahead and wrap it around a cup.
And you'll need some spatulas for your batter and your icing.
Okay, let's do this.
So our first step is to just get the butter and sugar together. We're just gonna whisk it until it's nice and fluffy. We soften the butter just to make it easier to whisk because I want you to go and try whisking hard butter. It's easier to do it a bit at a time because upper body strength isn't really my best asset. And now you have a nice fluffy texture.
Now we're going to go in and put our eggs. So we have 2 eggs. Just going to crack them in there. And we're going to keep whisking and then add the milk and the flour. So I added the eggs. I'm just going to give this a quick whisk. And you don't need to go too much. You just want to get them incorporated into the sugar and butter. And then you throw in your milk and your flour. And this is done in alternating batches. So we're gonna put half our milk, just like that, and half our flour. And we're gonna add the 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. And now we're just gonna whisk. Okay, I'm not gonna have to go to the gym this week. And just add the rest.
We've incorporated the second half of both the milk and the flour. Now I'm going to add the juice from half the lemon. And there's even some zest in there, so it'll give it that really nice lemon flavor. Lemon actually brings out the flavor of things. You'll find lemon zest and lemon juice in a lot of dessert recipes. For some cases it's for the flavor, but it also acts as a flavor enhancer for other fruits.
Okay, so now what you want to do is fill up your cupcakes. This is both the small and the big. You're going to fill them up about 3/4 of the way. I'll just do 2 really quickly to show you. And you're going to take your blueberries now and just get them into the middle of each cupcake. And for the small ones, I put about 4 or 5. And then you want to top it off with a little bit more of the batter. And if you want to, you can go ahead and add a few more blueberries on top just for the pretty look of the cupcake. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and do the same with the big one. So just fill it up. Move this out of the way. 3/4 of the way. Add some of the blueberries into the middle. Then fill it up the rest of the way. We're gonna go ahead and finish them and pop them in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes. The big ones are gonna take a bit longer to cook, but when they get golden on top, you can take them out.
While they're in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start making our icing. We have our cream cheese. We'll be using 1/2 cup. We'll be using 1 cup of our cream and 1/3 cup of our sugar. So we're gonna start off by whisking the cream and the sugar together.
Now it's thick enough so that when you take something out, it won't be runny and it's solid. So we're gonna go ahead and add our whipped cream cheese. Okay, so we took them out of the oven. I just put 6 on this little tray. What I've done is I put the icing into a piping bag, and now we're just gonna start decorating, and we'll show you a few different techniques. So for the first one, I'm gonna start in the center and just keep squeezing, and then it creates sort of like a little star shape. For the next one, I'm gonna do a round pattern, so it's kind of like a swirl, and meet back in the middle. And for the final one, I'm just gonna do a bunch of little stars.
Now for the next 3, we're gonna be doing, when it comes to decorating, you can knock yourself out. You can do whatever kind of design you'd like. I'm gonna do a little tiny stars, kind of like this one, but more separated. So for this next design, I'll be doing the classic cupcake look, I guess you can say. And for this one, I'm gonna be doing a simple little 3 florets. So they're gonna be kind of large.
Now you can go in with your edible pearls and just kind of drop them randomly to give it that really special look.
I just felt that.
Oh my gosh, Lena. On your face.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys at our next video.
Thank you. Enjoy.